But let's say if you have 1,000 records to be created, then would you take the same approach? Entering the data manually is not something that you will always do. Manually is something that, okay, fine, you will do if you have one account to be entered. I tell you that, hey Suresh, take this account Wipro and create it on Salesforce. You would definitely go here and then create it. Now if I tell you that I have a file, I have a list of, let's say, 500 accounts, 500 top, let's say Fortune 500 companies list I've got from somewhere, and I tell you enter it in Salesforce. Are you going to enter it manually one by one? You can do that, but that's going to take you a lot of time. Alright. So that is the thing. Got that thing? So in that situation, what are we going to do? We are going to do bulk updates in that case. Okay. So we'll talk about the bulk updates and imports. Alright. So here we are going to talk about bulk data operations. So we have seen how do we manually enter the data, insert the data into the system. That we have already seen. Now today in this session we are going to talk about bulk data operations, right? So which is a very common thing. Most of the times you will deal with bulk data operations only. Whenever you want to update some data, let's say some records you just want to update them, let's say the phone numbers or the email IDs you want to quickly update, or you want to create few new records, you have purchased the list from somewhere, right? So most of those cases you will use bulk data operations. So first of all, let's see what all data operations are there, what all can we do in Salesforce. Okay, we can insert records, we can update, okay, we can delete, we can insert, update, delete, restore, or undelete, whatever we call it. Restore means Salesforce has a provision of if you by mistake delete some data, that goes into recycle bin. Okay, so in case you have deleted something which goes into recycle bin, you can restore that. Insert, update, delete, restore, transfer. Okay, transfer means transferring the data from one owner to the other owner. I'm not very sure if you guys got a chance to create a few records, and in case you have created a few records, you must have noticed something, that every record, be it accounts, be it contacts, opportunities, anything, every record has an owner. Every record has a field called owner, and there is an owner specified for the record. See, account owner. If you go to opportunities, you will find opportunity owner.
Hi Jit, sorry to interrupt, but I just have a quick question. After logging in, finally it's a basic question. After logging in, I don't know where to go. I've opened the website, developer's website, but how to, I tried creating some records, but I could not do it.
So you see these tabs? Campaigns, leads, accounts, contacts.
No, I don't see those. I just see platform, library, tools, community, blog.
Log out of that. Okay. Quick thing. You have created your login from developer.force.com, developer.salesforce.com, right?
Yes.
But while logging in, you don't need to go to developer.salesforce.com. You just need to go to salesforce.com and then log in there. Okay. So don't use this for logging. That will take you to the developer community. So don't go there. Go to salesforce.com and then click on the login and then put your username and password. Then you will see this kind of screen. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
So, right. So we were talking about the owner. So every record has a record owner here. Why do we have this record owner concept? So that someone is made accountable for every piece of data that we have in the system. Fine. So the data should not be just there and no one is still looking after the data. So if there is a case raised by a customer or a client, there should be someone responsible for that case, right? If that case is not closed in 1 week, someone should be made responsible for that. Otherwise, cases will keep pending, stay pending in your database for months and years, and no one is going to take care of those. That is something which we don't want. If there is an opportunity and there is no follow-up on the opportunity, there is no progress on that opportunity, you would definitely want to figure out that why there has not been any progress or a follow-up on that particular opportunity. Who is responsible for that, right? Same way, we need this thing, some owner for every lead which is being inserted in the system. So for every record there has to be someone responsible. That is the simple logic of Salesforce database, right? So for everything there is a mandatory field which is called owner. Okay, this is a mandatory field. You cannot skip this one. It is there. So you cannot keep it blank. You have to assign it to someone. If you don't assign the record to anyone, by default the person who is creating the record becomes the owner by default. Okay. So even if you do not assign it to an owner and you are creating the record, it will come to you that you are the owner. Why didn't you either assign it to someone, or why didn't you follow up, or why didn't you work on the case, that sort of things. Okay. So transferring means changing the owner, transferring from one owner to the other owner, right? So these are the data operations that basically can be done on Salesforce. Basic data operation related terminologies that you will come across: insert, update, delete, restore. So I think these are all simple things which we understand. Now in today's session we are going to talk about mass insert, which is also called import of data, mass update, right? Mass update is like an editing multiple records. Mass delete, mass restore, yeah, definitely, and mass transfer. So this is what we are going to talk about. In addition to these terminologies, when we are talking about mass records, there is one more thing which is called an upsert. Okay, what is upsert? Upsert is basically a combination of update and insert. This is update plus insert. What does that mean now? Update plus insert. Update plus insert means, for now just understand this logic. Upsert is update plus insert, which means if it finds that record already existing in the database, it will update it. If it does not find that record, the record which you are trying to put into the system, if it finds that record is already there into the system. Let's say you're trying to add a record called IBM, okay, and with the website www.ibm.com, okay, and no phone number, phone is blank. This record is already there into the system, let's say. Now you are trying to insert another record, same name, IBM, same website, and a phone number, right? Let's say. Now the system will see that, okay, this record already exists. In this case, it will update the record. Update the record means this phone number is not there already, so it will just put the phone number here. So it will not create a new record. Okay. In case it does not find the record existing, in that case it will insert the record, right? So upsert is a useful functionality to avoid duplicates. You can avoid duplicates if you are using upsert. All right, got this thing? So we'll talk about that again. So we have these options available. All right. So the tool that we are going to use for doing all these mass data operations is called a data loader. So we are going to use this data loader for performing all these data related operations. Fine. The tool that we are going to use is a data loader. Okay. Data loader is basically a standalone application. This needs to be installed on your system, and I will guide you how to install it on your system. You all are having your developer editions. Everyone has. Just go to your developer edition, log into your developer editions quickly. We'll right now do this installation of data loader. So log into your developer editions quickly, everyone.
Jeet, hi, this is Ankit.
Yeah, Ankit. Yeah, Ankit.
Jeet, I'm not able to sync myself, with the training that you started today, because I guess, did I miss anything in the starting that you have already shown how to create objects and how to, put data in the system?
No. We have not created.
You are going to do that?
No.
Ankit, you have not missed anything. We just started that time.
Yeah, you have not missed anything. Just that.
So we are going to do that, no? Or later on.
No, we are going to do that, but just that, just try to listen to what I am saying instead of, expecting something else. Creating an object is what we are not discussing. That is completely beyond scope. At this point of time, no one even knows what is an object. So we are just trying to enter data into the system, the objects that we already have. Fine.
Okay.
So these are the standard things where we entered manual data. Now we are just learning how to put data in bulk instead of entering one by one. That is it. So just log in into your developer editions. Go to setup, and then please go to the data loader. Data management. Here in the setup menu we have. Log in into your developer editions, click on setup, go to data management, and there the last option that you see is a data loader. Just click on that. Okay, setup, in the menu data management, the last option is data loader. Click on that and start downloading the data loader. Okay, Vijay, I will make you the presenter. Can you just share your screen? Anyone else having a difficulty, finding this data loader option? You need to make sure you have a developer edition. In case you have another edition, then you will not find it. I think Vijay has some challenge. Okay. Can you just log out of this? At the top you see your name, then there is an arrow mark. Just click on that. Sign out of it. Log out. Yes. Okay. Can we go to salesforce.com now? Salesforce.com. Yeah. Now can you see setup here? Yes. So every time you are logging in, don't use developer.salesforce.com. Instead use salesforce.com. You will land up on this page. So now you see setup, data management. Now do we see setup data management in the menu in the left hand side? Setup you have already clicked, that's fine. We see the menu in the left hand side. Click on data management in the left hand side. Data management. Yes. Scroll down and you will find data loader. Anyone who is using a Mac, I think Praveen is using a Mac. Anyone else who is using a Mac? Because your data loader will not work with Mac. So people who are using Mac, please don't start downloading data loader. This is not going to work with Mac. So for people who are, so people who are using Mac, for them I am gonna give another link. It's called Lexi Loader. Okay, for Mac. The functionality wise, look wise, everything is same, but data loader is supposed to be for Windows and not for Mac. So I'll just give you the link for that for people who are using Mac.
Jeet, do we have to download it? Save it, or we have to just run it?
First of all, you will have to download. It will take not too long. I think I do not know the file size, but should take 1 or 2 minutes. So you have to download the exe file and then run the exe file. That's it. The way we download any other application and install it.
Can you
this is basically Apex data loader.exe, which is getting downloaded in my system.
Yeah. Once it gets downloaded, you just run that exe file.
But it is showing 39 minutes, 40 minutes of downloading.
Is
time.
it? Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, you can do one thing. I mean, your download speed might not be that fast. So do one thing. You can.
Not be the case actually. Yeah.
So you can quit that downloading thing, because that might start hampering your this GoToMeeting connection, and you might find difficulty in listening to us also. So you can stop that one, because anyhow that is not going to get completed. But later on, once we are done with the session, just download and install it. Okay, and how it will look after that, we are gonna see here in the session. Okay, and here I have shared a link with you all. This is for Lexi Loader, which is substitute of data loader for the Mac computers. So others also just keep this link for reference. Just
where did you send it?
in the chat window. Sorry, I have put it in the chat window. Just take it from there.
No, I haven't received that in the chat window. Can you share it again? Okay,
Yeah.
1 second.
Okay, so for Windows we have data loader, and for Mac we have Lexi Loader. Once you install it, you will see that it looks exactly the same. The only thing is the files, exe files are different.
I think still the chat is not sharing.
No, it is sharing. It's to all audience. Okay, let me send it to you private, then maybe you receive it. Praveen, have you got it? And Vijaya, did you get it now?
No.
No? Oh wow. Can you just do this thing?
Yeah, now I got it.
Got it? Okay, fine. Good. Okay, so anyone else who is using a Mac can use this link, and on this link I will just show you my screen. You will have the versions, all the older versions also, but you try to get the latest one, the V30, and just download this one, Lexi Loader, Akka Apex Data Loader. So that is what we need. Okay, so let it get downloaded. By the time it's getting downloaded, let's get into it. Let's talk about data loader a little more. So data loader is this standalone application which you will need to download and install. So this is free, comes to you for free. You just download the exe file and then you install it. Okay, after installing this will get installed as any other regular app that you have on your system. Okay, it gets to your this program, all programs list, and you can find it here. Data loader. Yeah, I have it. So this is the program. I think you guys can see my screen, right? Now you can just click on this. It opens up. And 1 minute. Yeah. So this is the data loader. Okay. So here is the data loader. Now you can see all these operations. Insert, update, upsert, delete, all those things. So this is just meant for data management. You want to enter multiple records in one go. You want to take out the data from the Salesforce outside it. You want to delete some data. You want to update some data, upsert. So all these options are there. All right. So we'll start with an insert. Okay. Just let your download thing happen at the backend and start looking at my screen, because I'm going to show you how to use data loader. So click on insert. The moment you click on insert or anything else, it is going to ask you for 1 minute. I think someone's microphone is not on mute. Vijay, I am just muting your microphone. Okay, thank you. Now here you have to put your login ID, you have to put your password, and you have to put the security token. Now what is the security token thing? Login ID we understand. Password we know. What is security token? Security token is an additional password. Okay, system generated token which is used for logging into standalone apps and logging into an IP address which is not recognized by your system, which is not recognized by your Salesforce org. Okay, so right now we are using a standalone app. Data loader is not a web-based app; it's an install app, right? It's a desktop application. Anytime you are using a desktop application, Salesforce comes up with a lot of desktop applications, right? But data loader is one of them. So anytime you are using a desktop application, you have to use a security token along with the password. If you put your login ID and password, it will give error. So let me log in into Suresh's account. Let me log in into Suresh's account. Where is that login ID and password that I have received? Okay, let me try logging into this. See, throws an error. This is my login ID and this is my password. Now the moment I try to put it, it throws an error. The login ID, password, both the things are correct. Does not have any issue. But it still throws error. Why it throws error? Because it is asking for a security token which needs to be generated. Okay. So for security token, to generate the security token, you just have to click on the setup. No, not setup, my settings. You have to go to my settings and then go to the security token. Okay, my settings, and there you will find personal security token option. Just give me one moment. Okay, so you just go to the setup, go to personal and click on reset my security token. This is what you have to do. So the moment you click on reset my security token, you will receive a security token on your email. Fine, this will be sent to your registered email ID. This is going to be a system generated security token which is going to be sent to you on your email. Okay, system generated email security token which is sent to email, and you will have to combine that with the password. So now let's say I click on this. Now who will receive the security token? Suresh will receive the security token. Suresh, please send me the security token. You must have received it on your this email ID, suresh19c@hotmail.com. Please share this with me. And others can also try this thing, right? Just try to generate your security token. So go to your my settings, click on your name, go to my settings, and then go to this reset my security token. All right. Okay, I've received the security token. I'm just going to combine it. Others can also try this. Okay, so here is the security token that I have received. I have to use the password also of Suresh and the login ID of Suresh. So just give me 1 minute. Let me fetch the login ID and password details. Okay, so now you put the password and right after the password, so this is my password and this is my security token from here to here. This is the security token which was received on Suresh's email. And for people who have not seen how it looks, let me show you the security token that Suresh has received. So this is how it is. Looks very weird, right? A very complex kind of a alphanumeric key, 21 digit. Which
every time we have to generate, sorry Jeet, every time we have to generate a new security token because it looks very big.
No, every time you do not have to generate it. You can keep it and you can use it till the time you do not reset it. Okay. So next time again you are using data loader, you can use the same security token. You can just paste it somewhere and you can copy and use it. In case you change your password, so one, it gets changed when you reset the security token yourself. Click on that reset security token button, or if you change your password. So that is only where this security token gets changed. Otherwise, it does not get changed.
Okay.
Fine. So this is the security token. Now once you combine the security token with the password, you will be able to log in into data loader. So we are successfully now logged in. Now what is the problem with this? Hey, Suresh, did you copy the complete security token? Can you just check if there was an error in the security token or something? Then why is it throwing error? The username is correct, right? Password is also correct. Password is correct because I know it. Security token is also correct. That should not happen then. Then it should allow us to log in. Can you just show me the mail that you have received, Suresh?
Yeah, I did. I send you another one because I did the same as you did, like reset the security code in my application.
Okay.
So I received two different security tokens.
Got
so
it.
I send you the latest one right now.
Okay.
I already sent it in. Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. So that was the issue, no? So now let me put the password once again. And put the security token once again. Fine. Okay. So here is this username, the security password and the security token. Everything is there. You are logged in successfully. Done. Now you start doing your data upload and whatever you want. Now you can start your data operations. Okay. So there is a first thing that you need to understand is Salesforce only understands CSV. So the only file type which is compatible with Salesforce is CSV. Okay. The data that you want to insert into Salesforce should be in CSV format. The data you want to take out from Salesforce will come out in CSV format. So input output both will happen in CSV format. You cannot use Excel format, you cannot use any other format. Only CSV is recognized by Salesforce as of now, till date. Later on, maybe next year or sometime they might come up with some other options. But as of now, they just recognize CSV, they give out CSV. Okay, so CSV is what you have to maintain everywhere, wherever you are dealing with data with the Salesforce. Okay. So let's take take a small example and insert those records. So I think I have a dummy file here. Should be there on my desktop. So let's say we want to enter a few accounts, right?
After choosing CSV file, what should we do?
Nee.
Can you please repeat? I kind of missed it.
So CSV file is still to come. I've just told that we should use CSV file, and what to do with the CSV file, that I'm still to show. Wait, I'm just fetching the file. I have a template file, a sample kind of a file with a few records. We are going to do an upload of that file and see how it works.
So I see now I logged in into the data loader, and I'm on the page like step 2, select data objects.
Yeah, leave it there. Don't go there. We are now preparing our file. Okay. Now that needs data loader is now asking for a file, right? Now we'll have to prepare the file, right?
Oh, okay.
So login into the data loader part is done. Now you'll have to prepare your file. So let's say this is the file that you have. Okay. You want to import these 4 accounts. These 4 accounts we have. Microphones on mute, please, everyone. Okay. These 4 records we have at this point of time. They could have been 100, 200, 500 records instead of 4, right? You can have multiple fields. So all the data you put in a spreadsheet. So the simple process is put all the data in the spreadsheet and then just save this spreadsheet into CSV format. So you should go to save as and you should say save it in CSV format. So there are 3 CSV formats which you will get to see. You will get to see CSV Macintosh, CSV MS-DOS and a CSV comma delimited. We are talking here about comma delimited. Okay. A common mistake that you guys will make is you will save it in this or this format and then that Salesforce will not take it. We need to save it in CSV comma delimited format. Okay. Save that file in that format. Then my file is already in that format. Okay. So all the records that you want to put inside Salesforce should be put in an Excel spreadsheet and then save that file into CSV format. So far it is done. Yeah, same with Mac, same with everything. Okay. Now just close this file and go to your data loader. Okay. Now come to this step. Logged in into it, it will ask you which object data you want to insert. I want to insert accounts. Select accounts. Okay. We are trying to insert accounts, so select accounts. Browse the file. File is ready. So wherever you have saved the file, browse it from there. Mine is in desktop. So see, now here it takes CSV only, .csv. It does not take anything else. So you should have the file in CSV format. This is my import file. Done. Select the file, select the object, go to next. What is the next thing that we have to do? Logically, can you think of what is the next thing that we have to do? Next is we have to map the Salesforce fields with the file, with the spreadsheet columns, right? Because the names may or may not be the same. Salesforce has certain fields. What we call there as account in Salesforce, in my spreadsheet that might have been named as company. That is what I have done intentionally. So those fields need to be mapped. We'll have to make Salesforce understand that which field means which field in Salesforce, which of the column in my Excel spreadsheet means which field in Salesforce, right? So it says your operation will contain 4 records. That's fine. Okay. Now create the map. This is mapping of the fields. Just go ahead and click on this. Okay, so at the top what you see, these are all the fields of Salesforce, and these are all the fields in your Excel spreadsheet. 1, 2, 3, 4, all the fields in your Excel spreadsheet. Got it? Now this is where you just have to go and select which field matches which one. So company is like account name. So let me just search for the name field. Where is it? This one. Drag it here. Fax is the fax number. Drag it here. So mapping you have to do, right? You can do an auto match that will help you automatically match some of the fields. Phone should be this one. Web address should be the website. So the fields have been mapped, right? The fields that you want to map, you have to map those fields, and then you just have to say OK. Click on next. Okay, now step 4, it would ask you for a directory where you want to save the log files, success and error log files. What is the success and error log file? Success and error log file concept is, if you are trying to import 1000 records, and out of 1000 records, think about it practically, if out of 1000 records 20 records have errors, okay, those records do not get imported because of error. Okay, now you would definitely want to know that which 980 records got imported and which 20 records were not imported, right? And what was the error? So this is the directory where your success and error files will be stored. So you can browse and define a directory where you want to store it. You want to put it in desktop, put it on desktop. Do we have desktop here? Yeah, here it is. Okay, folder is desktop. So on desktop you can try and create your own folder, call it something else. Where do we browse the desktop? Strange, no? Okay, so wherever you just define a location, let's say the log files. Okay, say okay. So this is already on the desktop. That's fine. So this is the folder inside which these success file and the error file, success log and the error log files are gonna be stored. Okay, just click on finish. You have chosen to insert new records. Click yes to begin. Do you want to proceed? Yes, I want to proceed. That's it. You have 4 successful inserts, 0 errors. So all the records which have been successfully inserted, they will get stored in that directory with a success name, and all the records which had errors, they will get stored with a name called errors. Alright, that's it. You can you have a quick viewer here. You can click on view success records, which all records got successfully inserted. Quickly you can view it here, and you can view the errors here. Okay, so a matter of 5 minutes. Putting thousands of records into Salesforce takes you not more than 5 minutes. You just need to have the file. So the steps are pretty clear. Have the file in a spreadsheet. Have the file in spreadsheet. Save it as CSV. Have the file in spreadsheet. Save it as CSV, and then go to your data loader, login, and then insert, browse the file, map fields, define directory for log files, Done. That is what we have to do. That's it. Got it? So once we are done with the session, try to create a sample file, put a few companies, their names, websites, take it from anywhere, and try to perform try to perform one data load from your side. Okay, got it? Clear on this? Everyone is okay? Now the next thing that we are going to talk about is an export. So this is what we will do regarding the import thing. While you have data outside Salesforce, you are trying to put it into the Salesforce. What do you do if you want to take the data outside Salesforce? You already have the data inside Salesforce, you want to take it out. Then you will do an export. If it's showing errors, how can we fix? Okay, Praveen has a question. He says if it's showing errors, so see, the error that it shows will be something related to your data. So if in a phone number field you are putting a text, then it will definitely throw an error. It will say invalid data type. So that sort of errors then you have to fix. You have to correct it. So that will be your error. So system will not have an error, right? So if you are putting incorrect data, then it will throw an error. Instead of a website, if you start putting date, so that will definitely throw an error. That sort of errors will be there. Nothing from the system side. Okay. Now the next thing that we are going to do is export. Exporting means taking the data outside Salesforce. I have the data inside Salesforce. I want to take a copy of it as a CSV file. That is the simplest thing. You don't have to do anything there. You just have to click on the export button. Which objects data you want to take out? You want to take out accounts or the cases or the contacts, whatever you want to take out, just select that object and define the target extract location. Where should your export be saved? So just browse the location, save it on desktop. Okay, extract to. Got it? So define the location where the file should be saved, the extract file. Click on next. This is where you can select which all fields you want to export. You don't have to export all the fields. Let's say for accounts, I just want the ID, name, type, industry. I don't need all these fields. I just need a few fields. I want the phone, fax, and I need website and industry. Okay. So these are the fields that I need to export. So select those fields. If you want to put a filter criteria here, you can put those also. You want to put some condition that only the records which are from a particular country or only the records from a particular industry, you can put those logics also, right? So like where industry equals, let's say energy, that sort of condition can be put. But if you don't want the condition, let it be. I'm not putting a condition right now because we don't have that much of data. So we just have maybe 10-15 records, so I'm not putting condition. But if you want to put a condition and just export data from a particular industry or a particular country or a city, you can put all those logics there. Okay, and then just go ahead and click on finish. That's it. You have chosen to perform an export. Click yes to begin. Do you want to proceed? Yes, I want to proceed. There were 16 successful extractions. So 16 records got exported. Okay, and these got saved in your desktop. So on the desktop, I must be having extract. This is my file which just got exported. So you need to open it from the desktop. Here is the file. Okay. So these are the records which just got exported out of Salesforce. So these are the 16 accounts that I have currently in Salesforce. Clear? Everyone okay with this? Alright, so we have understood the import and we have understood the export. Alright. So that is what we do, using data loader, import and export. We are going to talk about a few more options that we have with the data loader, which is update. So this update operation we are going to do in the next session. I just want you to be a little bit more, confident with the import and export. And you see one thing, when I imported the records, when I imported the accounts, there are a few accounts that we just imported. These 4 accounts we just imported, okay, using our file, right? Did we have, these are the 4 records we imported, these were already there. This is the sample data provided by salesforce.com, right? These 4 records, while I imported, did I have a field called ID? Did I have a field called ID? No, it was not there, right? I just provided name, phone, fax, website, these 4 things. How did it get the ID? How did these records get the ID? These are all system generated IDs. Okay, so there is a field called ID, and this is the unique identifier of the record. Okay, name can be same, 2 records can have same name, but IDs will be unique. So the ID is the unique identifier of any record. Got that thing? Now this is what gets generated by the Salesforce system automatically. We don't have to do anything there. Every time you create a record in Salesforce, it will automatically generate an ID for the record. Now, because the ID is getting generated, this becomes the primary key or the unique identifier of the record. So the next time when we are going to use an update, this is what we are going to use. Because in update, what we need to have the IDs defined. Otherwise, system will not understand which record to update. So while you're trying to put a file for update, which we'll discuss in our next session, I just want you to have this understanding of ID today, so that that concept can be used while we are updating. So inserting, you don't need to refer to any particular record inside the system. You just are asking the, giving a command to the system to go ahead and create new records. So they don't need to go and search for record. Export, I'm asking the data to come out of Salesforce. There also there is no searching. But if I instruct it to update some record, definitely it needs a particular ID to identify which record should be updated, right? So this ID field is crucial when we are going to do the update operation, mass update operation, right? So we will work on that part in our next session. Now tell me, I see one question here from Suresh. Do we need to insert data in Excel sheet or application will do it for importing process? See, Suresh has a question. He says that do we need to insert data in an Excel sheet or application will do it? No, you need to have data in Excel sheet and then you need to save it in CSV. That much you have to do it, because till that time Salesforce has got nothing to do, right? Data usually from where, try and understand this aspect. From where will you get data? Either you will buy it from some vendor or you will ask someone to do market research. So in any of the cases, the data will come to you in an Excel spreadsheet. Even if you buy it from some vendor, they will give it to you in an Excel spreadsheet, right? Then you just have to save that into CSV format. Once you save it in the CSV format, then you start your job with the data loader. Till that time, Salesforce has got nothing to do.
So I have one more question. Like we are inserting data in the application in accounts, tab. So there is also we are creating some kind of data for from the customers.
You're right.
So what about the data? It will create an Excel sheet automatically.
No, it will not create Excel sheet. There is already a table inside Salesforce, right, which is called accounts.
Oh.
They inside inside Salesforce there is a database created for you. Inside that there is a table. So this data goes and sits in that table. Okay.
Okay.
Got it? So Excel spreadsheet is for my local system, and then I am uploading it on the Salesforce database inside that table.
Okay.
Got it?
Oh.
So there is no Excel sheet inside it. It's just the tables that we have inside it.
Okay.
Clear?
Yeah. Can I have?
Sorry, thank you. Oh yeah. Who is it? Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Jeet, you said the ID field is the system generated one, and on the top of that, if we manually create an ID field, is there any any want which have going to happen, or
There is an option.
will the system act?
We have that option. This ID field is there, it will be there. You cannot remove this ID field, but you can create additional ID fields from your side also. So you have that option.
Okay.
We have that option.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can I ask you a few questions from, like, on the demo class you said Salesforce is a cloud-based CRM. I got a question like, then what's Sales Cloud and what's Service Cloud?
Sales Cloud and Service Cloud are two apps. Okay. Sales Cloud is meant for the sales management of a company, and Service Cloud is meant for the service management of a company. So we will get into the discussion of the Sales Cloud and Service Cloud, and you will start understanding that. So basically, when you log into your Salesforce, you must have seen different apps here, right? So Sales Cloud is a license for you to access the sales related functionalities, and Service Cloud is again similar kind of app which is related to the service customer support related functionalities, which has got more of those functionalities, right? So those are just two apps, okay, provided by Salesforce.com.
I had a Sujit, sorry, I had a question. While exporting the data to another file, so I kind of missed it there. So do we need to specify the columns, like the number of fields that are we going to export?
Yes,
or?
yes, we need to select which all fields we want to export. Yes, that we need to see.
Should we just specify the number, or how does it work?
This column names, every column will have a name, right?
Okay.
ID, name, industry, phone, fax. So you should just go and check those boxes, which all fields you need.
And also just select the Excel file that we have. That's all, right?
Yeah.
There it goes and sits. It will not create a duplicate record or anything automatically.
For export?
Yeah.
For export, there is no concept of duplicate. Export is just exporting the data and putting it into an Excel spreadsheet.
Okay.
So Excel will not have anything, right? It will put the data into a blank Excel sheet. So
yeah. Okay.
then there is no concept of duplicate.
Okay.
Right? Okay. Any other questions? Anyone else? Any questions?
Can you tell me what's Forge.com?
Force.com is just another name that they have given. Now they have removed that. Now they don't use that name anymore. But Force.com is the name that they initially gave to their platform where you can create the applications. Got it? So Salesforce.com is a company, and then they released another thing called Force.com, where you can create your own applications. Now everything is mixed in Salesforce.com. So there is nothing called Force.com now.
Okay. Thank you.
Fine. So we are good then.